The last focus switch I'm going to share with you, I'll tell another personal story. So this car you see, this BMW 3 Series, light blue that you see there, was my first BMW. That's actually my car. It's actually parked in front of, I went to visit where I used to live when I was in college. And the interesting story there, which is going to drive this last focus switch, is I told you a little before about this business I had where $300,000 went out the window over 3 years. And I really dug my family a deep financial hole. It was a really tough time. There were months where we weren't sure how we were going to pay the mortgage. And although this is somewhat embarrassing because it's very materialistic, I'll tell you anyway, during those times when I was driving my old beat up Nissan Altima, I would look at people driving their BMWs and their Mercedes, and it pissed me off because I knew I was as smart as them. I was working harder than them. And here I was in my beat up Nissan Altima, and they were driving a friggin' BMW. And I got hooked up in my mind, dumb, but it's there, that if I could afford a BMW, that meant I was successful. So I worked and I closed that business and I started a coaching business and I started doing well and I started putting money in the bank and we had no problem paying the mortgage. And I bought my first BMW. Success. I'm at the top of the mountain. I bought my first BMW. I order it. I go pick it up on a Wednesday. I get in that car. They're showing me how to use all the gadgets in the car. And as I pull away from the dealership, this wave of depression came over me. And I said, what the hell is going on? I've got a business that's successful now. I've been able to go out and buy this luxury car that's been on my mind for like 5 years now. Why do I feel depressed? And I actually, luckily enough, I had a call with my coach, different coach than Susan. My coach now is named David. Had a call with my coach the next morning. And I said, David, what's going on? I should be thrilled. I've got my BMW, but I actually feel depressed. And he kind of laughed, which I didn't appreciate, but he kind of laughed at me. And he said, Mike, you got your BMW. You want to pat yourself on the back for that. What's next? And I kind of thought I had spent all these years focused on making my business, getting my business to a certain level of success, and that's all I thought about. And once I was there and I had my car and I was able to pay my mortgage, it was this empty feeling of, you know what? I don't feel much different. I was totally disillusioned. I'm like, I set this goal, I achieved this goal, and my life doesn't feel any different. What's going on here? And what it helped me realize, and I call this the happiness switch. And the idea is, when do we get to be happy? And we all think, I will be happy when. I'll be happy when I'm making a certain amount of money. I'll be happy when I can buy the big house. I'll be happy when I find a husband or a wife. I'll be happy when I have a child. I'll be happy when. And I'm sorry to tell you, that's all bullshit. You won't be happy when. It's not the destination. How many of us know of, we know of people personally or celebrities who seemingly have it all and they're suicidal? We've all heard those stories. The happiness switch says it's not about being happy when, it's not about the destination. It's not about being happy when I reach a destination. It's about the journey. What made me happy was the journey getting to the point that I built the business to a point where I could buy that BMW. And by the way, my goal before that, I had said at a certain point before my dream of the BMW, I said, man, if I can, I calculated that since my wife had a job, all I needed was to make $75,000 a year. And if I made $75,000 a year and I loved what I was doing, That's all I needed. I would be happy making $75,000 a year. What do you think happened when I made $75,000 a year? Was I happy? No, I raised the bar. And I said, man, you know what would really make me happy? If I was making $150,000 a year. That would, and then when you hit 150, it's 300. It doesn't end and it'll never end. And it's not because we're all crazy. There's nothing wrong with that, but what we have to realize is it's the journey of getting from 75 to 150 to a BMW, to a bigger house, to a whatever it is for you. It's that journey that makes us happy. It's not the destination. Critical difference. So my question to you is, where are you currently saying, I'll be happy when? You're all saying it. I'll be happy when this damn COVID thing is over. I'll be happy when I get promoted. I'll be happy when we can build this business to X million dollars. My question for you is, how could you be happy now?